How do trust funds protect assets from divorce? Imagine having a financial plan that helps keep your important assets safe, even if your relationship hits a rough patch. That's where trust funds come into play. They are powerful tools for long-term financial goals and legacy planning. When set up correctly, trust funds can shield your assets from being divided during divorce proceedings. A trust is a legal arrangement where a trustee manages assets on behalf of beneficiaries. When assets are placed in a trust, they technically belong to the trust, not directly to the individual spouse. This separation can make it harder for courts to consider those assets as part of the marital property. If a trust was created before marriage or funded with assets owned separately, it often remains outside the marital estate. The key is in the details. The trust must be structured properly. Assets owned by the trust are not considered joint property, but only if the trust was set up with clear legal boundaries. The trustee controls when and how the assets are distributed, which limits the beneficiary spouse's direct access. This control can prevent those assets from being claimed during divorce. It is important to distinguish between types of trusts. Revocable trusts, also called living trusts, are flexible and allow the grantor to change or dissolve them at any time. Because of this control, assets in revocable trusts are usually treated as part of the marital estate. Irrevocable trusts, on the other hand, involve the grantor giving up control permanently. This makes assets in these trusts more protected from division during divorce. State laws also matter. Some jurisdictions recognize trust assets as separate property if the trust was established before marriage or with separate funds. Others may consider the trust assets if the beneficiary benefits from them during the marriage. Courts look at the trust's terms, how the assets are used, and the original intent behind creating it. If the trust was set up during the marriage to support both spouses, courts might include those assets in the marital estate. Couples planning for the future should consider establishing trusts early, ideally before marriage. Keeping trust assets separate from joint accounts and avoiding using trust funds for shared expenses helps maintain their protected status. Consulting with financial advisors and family law attorneys can help design trusts that align with shared goals and asset protection needs. Regularly reviewing trust documents ensures they reflected current circumstances and future plans. Using trust funds wisely can be part of a broader strategy to protect assets, achieve long-term financial goals, and leave a legacy for future generations. Proper planning and management can make a big difference in safeguarding what matters most, no matter what life brings.